Power Rangers Dimension Jumping Chapter 6 The Cornishmen and the Masked Rider. In an open street on a new Earth, a portal cracked open, and from its shimmering embrace emerged Mark, the Red Cornish Ranger. Surveying the surroundings, he consulted his Dimension Jumper scanner. All right. The DCC detected an unusual grid energy here. Tracking Nephis has become impossible since we found her hideaway, Mark remarked. In the distance, Mark could hear screaming and shouting. As he went to investigate, he discovered hooded creatures attacking civilians. Mark ducked behind a wall. This is never over, is it? It's morphin' time! Kuno Bisficken! As the energy surged around Mark, a red suit appeared and his morpher found its place on his belt. A gold shield materialized with the Cornish crest at its heart. A sleek black helmet with a white cross for a visor appeared on his head. In the town square, the Plague Patrol, a group of menacing creatures terrorized civilians. Hey, you ugly bunch, and I mean that with zero respect, Mark quipped as he confronted them.
Who the hell are you?
Quoted the ugliest of the creatures. Just a traveller, a dimensional wanderer. Call me... Oh, do you know what? Never mind. Enough talking. Time to take you guys down, Mark retorted. Summoning the power sword and wielding Saber, Mark charged in, slashing with red and white energy.
Ah, how dare you attack the mighty Plague Patrol?
Exclaimed one of them.
Oh, I see. He dared. And now it's time you face me, the Prince of Edenoi and the Protector of Earth. I am the Masked Rider, announced a mysterious warrior with dark armor and big red eyes on his helmet. He leapt down from a nearby building. Electro Saber! He cried, drawing an energy sword from his belt. Come, strange warrior. Today, we bring justice. What is this, Adam Westworld? Said Mark, as he envisioned seeing the words boom and bang as the mysterious masked rider laid punches on the Plague Patrol.
Your time will end soon, Lex. Mark my words, and those of our master,
warned the retreating creatures.
Well done, my comrade. You fought well,
said the masked rider. Lexian powered down, his energy shimmering as he faced Mark. I am Prince Lexian of Edenoi and Protector of Earth. May I ask who you are? Lexian inquired with a dramatic gesture. Mark powered down as well. My name is Mark, the Red Cornish Ranger, from Universe 20. Universe 20? What a strange name for a planet and ranger. Do you resemble the Aquitar Rangers? Any relation? Lexian questioned. No, I'm from a parallel dimension. I've been travelling, trying to catch an evil ranger. Lost track of her, but we scanned dimensions and found unique morphing grid energy here. I'm guessing it's you, Mark explained. I know none of this morphing grid unless you mean an energy of life, Lexian proclaimed. It will be what you use to get your powers, Mark replied. I understand. Come back to my house. We will discuss these matters. Heading to Lex's home, Mark expected a lush mansion. Instead, they arrived at a family home, a bit larger than Mark was used to. Inside, they were greeted by a small child with a gem on his forehead. Dex, you little creature. Did you escape Grandma again? Lexian explained.
Who's this?
Said a lady who walked into the room chasing after the little child. Drew, this is Mark, a ranger. This is my wife, Lexian introduced.
No need to be formal. My husband may be prince, but until he is king, I am just the wife. This little creature is Dex, our grandchild.
Drew explained. Grandchild? You two don't look old enough, Mark remarked.
By human standards, no, but Edenites live a long life. I'm 132, and Lex is 148, in human years.
Drew clarified. It's not until we reach 160 that we start to look older, Lexian added. As they discussed their differences, Mark shared his team's story and what Nephis did to them.
That is truly a tale of wow. Myself, I was sent to protect this world. In part, my father believed I needed to understand what it was to be a king and a masked rider. Unbeknownst to me, one of my sons had a dark secret that has followed us here.
Lexian revealed. Is that Dex's father? Mark inquired.
No, but his uncle Dragon. He believes he should rule, and the darkness has surrounded his heart. He will stop at nothing to gain the masked rider power.
Lexian explained. Sounds familiar, said Mark with a grimace.
Yes, it is an old tale. Much like your story, I'd say, Mark. If there's any way I can help, it's yours.
Lexian offered. Thanks, Lex. I'm Prince, Mark began, but Lexian cut him off.
No, Lex, it's fine. We are brothers in arms,
Lexian declared. Far above Earth, a mysterious skeleton ship hung in space. On the bridge, Dragon, the conqueror of worlds, sat on a throne, plotting his next move. My father escaped, and now there's a new protector? I wish to know about this ranger, declared Dragon. A cloaked figure, Lord Zed, approached, laughing.
In all my travels, you are all the same.
He sneered. Who on Edenoi are you? Dragon inquired. The figure lowered his hood.
I am the Lord Zed, the one and true Emperor of Evil, and I want to help you with your little ranger and rider problem.
And how will you do that? Back on Earth, Mark and Lex discussed the different worlds Mark had visited. I encountered what we called energy clones on one world.
Interesting. Go on,
urged Lexian. They come from a person, surviving by draining the energy of an individual they have cloned, Mark explained.
I've come across these myself. We call them replicons. Usually, they're used when somebody is dying and too unwell, allowing them to say goodbye to their family.
Lex added. Now this guy, he wanted his own army, Mark replied.
Did you vanquish him?
Lex inquired. Kind of. I didn't do all the work, but when I left, there was still more to do. I'd like to think I helped, said Mark humbly.
You are truly a great and humble man.
Drew rushed in, sensing something amiss. Lex tapped into his psychic abilities, confirming the disturbance downtown. Lex used his Mind Stone to transmit what he was seeing onto the television.
You're right, my sweet. There's a disturbance downtown, Mark. Will you accompany me into this battle? Lex
asked. It would be my pleasure, Mark replied. They headed to the backyard. It's morphing time then, Mark declared.
Morphing? Interesting battle cry,
noted Lex. Lex raised his hands, shouting,
Ecto-Bait, activate!
A gold belt adorned with 2 blazing red gems materialized. Energies circulated over him as he transformed into the Masked Rider. It's morphin' time! Kuno Bisficken! As the energy surged around Mark, a red suit appeared and his morpher found its place on his belt. A gold shield materialized with the Cornish crest at its heart. A sleek black helmet with a white cross for a visor appeared on his head. In town, Zed marched with a dragon-backed army, wreaking havoc on the buildings and people.
This is more like it. I do enjoy a good bit of destruction.
Stop, foul creature!
Lex declared as Zed and his army turned to face the Masked Rider and the Red Cornish Ranger.
By the authorities of the Prince of Edenoi and Protector of Earth, I demand you to surrender!
Said Lex.
Who does this guy think he is?
Laughed Zed. I don't know why you're after me, Zed, but you won't win, said Mark.
Plague Patrol, get them!
Commanded Zed as the army charged. Mark's power sword clashed with Zed's staff.
Ruined everything for me, Ranger,
sneered Zed. I have no idea what you're talking about, Mark replied, leaping and kicking Zed's back. With a charged power sword, he struck down on Zed.
4 against 1, Lex.
I'll wait if you want to get more men and make this a fair fight.
Lex replied. The Plague Patrol charged, but Lex skillfully blocked strikes and leaped, delivering a powerful rider kick to finish them off.
Maybe we should have waited,
moaned one of the Plague Patrols. Meanwhile, Zed blasted at Mark, whose agility dodged the attacks.
Will you just stand still?
Electro Saber!
Mark and Lex stood side by side. I think this is normally where you run, Zed, said Mark. Zed screamed and vanished into a portal. Later on, back at Lexian's house, Mark was bidding farewell to Lex and his family.
Thanks for your backup, Mark. You're a true warrior,
said Lex. Appreciate it, Lex. Earth's got a great guardian in you, and you'll be an awesome king, Mark replied as he opened a portal.
May you uncover the truth behind your team's loss one day,
Drew expressed. She placed a hand on Mark's head, and she sensed his anger, advising, don't let it consume you. This device stores my journey. I'll come back one day, Mark declared, stepping into the portal and vanishing. Many years later.
Go, my grandson, and seek the Red Cornish Ranger,
Drew instructed. I won't let you down, Grandma. I'll find him, he affirmed as the portal opened and the masked rider leapt in.
That's Rider! That's Rider!
Back in Universe 20, the alarms blared like thunder through the massive control chamber. Red lights flashed across every console as the Silver Guardians took up defensive positions around the dimensional portal generator, their weapons trained and ready. Alert! Alert! Unknown dimensional traveler inbound. All Silver Guardians to positions, the automated voice echoed through the comms. In a blur of red and silver light, Wes Collins and Eric Myers morphed into their Ranger forms. Charging to the front of the line, Wes raised his communicator. All available Rangers stand by for emergency deployment. He paused and exchanged a glance with Eric. A silent nod passed between them. Ready, Wes said firmly. Open the portal. Let them through. A shimmering vortex of swirling energy expanded at the heart of the chamber. From its glowing core, a lone figure stepped forward. His hair greyed by time, his movements calm, but heavy with history. He stopped, looked around with wonder, and smiled faintly. Wes, Eric, it's good to see you both. He drew in a long breath, as if finally able to breathe after years. It's good to be home. The room fell into a stunned silence. The mysterious figure turned towards Wes and Eric with a calm, almost bittersweet look. I think it's time, he said softly. Time to call Mark, the Red Cornish Ranger, home. Wes slowly removed his helmet, his eyes narrowing in disbelief. The face before him, it was familiar, older, wiser. Who are you, and what universe are you from? He asked carefully. The man looked down for a moment, then met Wes's eyes. Believe it or not, I'm from here, Universe 20. And I'm Mark, the Red Cornish Ranger. Just not the one you know. This next part is gonna get complicated. The story continues in Tales of the Ranger Council. Guest starring in today's episode was Ty Tiger as the Lord Zed, and Billy, the host of Zero to Hero, starred as Lexian, the Masked Rider. Special shout out to our Patreon supporters, Creamy Steve. If you want your name mentioned at the end of an episode, head over to patreon.com/The Red Cornish Ranger and subscribe to my channel.